What I wanted to be was a lawyer. In fact, I was accepted to law school. But by then, things had changed.
Winsome Sears is familiar with change. Virginia's Republican nominee for lieutenant governor was born in Jamaica and immigrated to the U.S. with her father in 1963.
I was 6 years old. Jamaica, we're talking about sunshine. And then I come to the Bronx in the cold, in an apartment building, behind 6 locks. It was very traumatic.
Winsome learned to adapt and frequently traveled back and forth. She also learned about the politics of both countries.
We read 2 different newspapers every day, and then we had the American magazines, and we discussed those, and we'd have arguments. Jamaicans love to talk politics.
Some of her favorite conversations were with her grandmother, who taught her about God.
The grandkids always knew if you see grandmother with her head under a sheet, because she would pull it over, that was her prayer tent. She was very instrumental in everything I did.
Right before Winsome planned to go to college, her grandmother died, leaving Winsome feeling lost. Soon after, Winsome saw an advertisement for the Marines in a magazine.
The few, the proud, the Marines. And so I said, well, heavens, that's what I need. I need some discipline. When you see a woman Marine, there's not a lot of us. I was a journeyman electrician and diesel mechanic, so I was definitely among the few.
The Marines taught her leadership skills, but Winsome still felt like her faith in God was lacking.
I finally just said to myself, I'm just tired of living this other kind of life. I needed to be discipled.
After she left the Marines, she moved to Virginia with her husband. They got involved in the local church and were discipled. She also went to college.
I finished my 4-year degree in 3 years. Then I was accepted to law school.
It was something Winsome dreamed of her whole life, but she couldn't shake the feeling it wasn't right. She decided instead to work for the Salvation Army at a homeless shelter.
Best job I ever had, because I could see how I could bring hope into lives that needed hope.
Winsome wanted to help more, so she applied to Regent University to study public policy. With the guidance of her professors, she found the perfect degree for her: organizational leadership.
There was nothing that was off limits. We talked about everything, heated discussions. Regent's motto is Christian leadership to change the world. And I looked around at my fellow students and I thought, I can't believe I'm sitting among these people. And these people are leaders. And I'm just looking at them and thinking, they're going to change the world. I think that being at Regent, you begin to understand that as a leader, bold choices have to be made.
And a bold decision she soon made. While at Regent, she was asked to run for the Virginia House of Delegates.
I only had 3 months before the election. I had no money, no name ID, running against the powerhouse. But I believe the people felt, I was going to do right by them. They were going to take a chance on me. So we won. And I don't say I when I say we, because we were going to be different.
In 2002, Winsome Sears became the first Black female Republican, female veteran, and naturalized citizen to serve in Virginia's House of Delegates. In 2003, Winsome graduated with her master's from Regent. After an unsuccessful campaign for Congress in 2004, she started a private business during the recession.
I had just a name and a phone number, no employees, no trucks, no tools, no customers, no nothing. But again, faith. And so we started that business, and it thrived.
Now, Winsome is working to enter back into public office as the Lieutenant Governor of Virginia.
My campaign is really based on the Psalm 133, verse 1. And what does that say? How good and pleasant it is when brothers and sisters live together in peace and harmony. This is America. There's nowhere else to run to. And people run to America for liberty and freedom.
No matter what the future holds, Winsome knows who holds the future.
You always know that God is there. You always know that He's there.